Hello again, everybody. It is I, octogenarian, back at his old stand, reminiscing. Tonight I'd like to talk about professional football as I remember it. Now, the most humorous memory I have about pro football is in the 30s and early 40s, when, believe it or not, teams played the same team, the same 11 players, played offense and defense. There was no big movement of players running off the field and new players running on the field. It was a very quiet change. Teams going from offense to defense and vice versa. Now, in those days, there were very few passes. It was a secondary part of the game. The surprise play was the quick kick. Usually around the third down, the kicker, and the kicker was the quarterback. That's a far cry from what we have today. Now, the passing game really expanded, I believe, when Sammy Baugh, the Washington Redskins, came on the scene. He seemed to last a long time. He wore the old leather helmet, even though I think there was a newer helmet out. He insisted on wearing this old-fashioned leather helmet, and he wore high-top shoes. Those were his trademarks, I guess. And he was, if not the greatest, certainly one of the greatest quarterbacks, passers there was ever. Now, I used to enjoy watching on TV these great halfbacks. Jim Brown hitting the line over and over again. In my recollection, it was just straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead, moving the other team back. One man moving the opponent team back until finally push him into the end zone. There were other great halfbacks, or running backs. There was Paul Honig of the Green Bay Packers in those golden days. I always enjoyed John Riggins, a former Jet. Why did they let him go? Who was so outstanding with the Washington Redskins. Now, there was one running back I saw with my own eyes, and that was at Shea Stadium. The Buffalo Bills was the visiting team, the New York Jets the home team. Now, there was a new running back that was making his debut in New York for the Buffalo Bills. And he was going to receive the kick, so therefore he was standing all the way back. And I was in the end zone, so I had a pretty good view of him. And I remember he wore his shoulder pads, of course, in the normal way, but his straps that supported the shoulder pads were outside of his jersey, so he had this big X on his back. Of course, he had the huge shoulder pads and a minor point, but of course he had this great big upper body and a small lower body. Now, he was another one of those running backs that would hit the line again and again and again. And it seemed like he was never going to get through. But it seems like in every game he finally broke through the line, either for a long gain or for a touchdown. He was a very, very fast runner. He got into the Hall of Fame and he set a number of records. Now, that was number 32, O.J. Simpson. I guess there's a lot more I can say about O.J. Simpson, but this is about sports, so I'll let it go there, reluctantly. Bye-bye.